Hello. Hi, hi, hi. I'll turn that down. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Happy Saturday. How are you? Checking volume. It's still a little loud. That's okay though. You can see my bar here. That's no good. Hi everyone. How are you? Hey all. Emily, Mayfox, Serenity, Pylon, Alex. Hi. How's everybody doing? I'm moving my microphone closer to me, so I might be too loud. I know I'm usually too loud, but like extra loud, so I should probably, I don't know, tone it down or something. Maybe I'll move it back. Better? Comfy sounds? Okay. Man, I wish I could lower my seat. Ugh. Okay. I really need to redo my entire setup because I'm sick of my UI. I'm sick of the wires and the bars and the thing. Ugh. Here, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of that so it doesn't look as, I don't know what you'd call it. I'm gonna move this over. Hold on. Whee! Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do this. I'm doing this live so you can see all my stupid mistakes here. Okay. Alright, there we go. Good to go. Do you guys remember when I used to curl my hair for streams? That was lame. My face is back! Yeah! I felt like putting effort into myself today. Don't ask me why. There was no particular reason. I was just like, well, you know. I found out now I'm basically doing 1 week on face, 1 week off face. So, whatever. I try to do it. I don't know, man. It just... How are you guys? Tell me how you're doing. How's your quarantine? If you want to talk about it, if you want to vent about other crap, I am here for you. I kind of think of streams like therapy a bit. Just a bit. For us, for me, for you, for we, for two, you know. Anyway, Mayfox, thank you for the sub. No, sounds good this way. Oh, it did. Serenity, do you want me to put my mic back where it was? It was like, honestly, I moved it 3 inches, but if it made that much of a difference, I'll move it back. That's okay, Jazzy. I'm glad to see you. I hope you're okay. Oh my god, it put my emoji in a little basket, and then it gave it sunglasses. I gotta redo that emoji too, man. Hey, Desperado. A face off. Thank you, Desperado. Tired and stressed? No. Kristen. Is that mask deadline getting you? Is that what's going on? How you been, Emily? Emily, I'll be getting you your card this week. Okay. No worries. What is this music right now? Man, you try to find free stuff? Dwarven City? Not right now. Okay. Alright. So, same rules, I guess, as usual. But if anybody wants an ATC, I just do 1 per stream now that you, the public, can purchase. And then they're a little bit more expensive than my Patreon, and you don't get to get them every stream, or even like they have to be a couple months apart. It's stupid, but you know, I just don't want to screw over my patrons because I love them so. But if anybody wants one, you can get one. It's an option. Otherwise, I actually ran out of people whose cards I can do on the stream. All the other cards that I have to do are people that come to the stream, and I don't want to ruin the surprise for them. So I'm going to just be doing random ones that I can sell. Whoa, right? So basically I'm just going to be doodling. You know. Hold on. This doesn't look very focusy. Focusing. Oh, I had it. Go back. Go back. Oh, there it is. Oh, and there's this thing in my hair. Is that my hair? What is that? Where is that? Oh, is that my hair? That is not my hair. That looks like a butter hair. Yeah. Okay. Also, for anybody who's a curious collector on my Patreon, I made you stickers today. And they're of Agumi, who Agumi is this month's guardian. Bloop, bloop. Oh, I can't go any further. Oh, fine. I'll move this aside. Don't freak out. This is Agumi. He is a little man. He might not be a man. I don't know what he is. So these are all stickers. I don't usually make stickers of my really obscure guardians, but I thought people seem to like Agumi enough, and he's kind of cute. I mean, come on. He's a cute little, pompous little guy. Anyway, so curious collectors, you'll be receiving these in your Mythical Month and Guardian packs. Okay? How fun! I like making stickers. I never thought I'd be 34 and making stickers, but you know what? Here I am now. How about that? And then my devoted dandelions. Devoted dandelions, good. It's so fun to say. Got a couple more of these to do. But if you sign up as a devoted dandelion, let me see if I can get this from here. This is a stretch. I'm gonna hurt myself. I'm too old. Too old. Maybe I won't hurt myself. Maybe I will. Is this even a thing? What is this? Oh my god. There we go. Life, am I right? Okay. So they get these things now. These are the little sleeves. And I made a little header thing for them. How cute is that shit, yeah? Yeah. Anyway. So what I do is, look at my arm fat. Look at it. Okay. What I do is, I put your card in the sleeve and I send it to you. But that's not it. Wait, there's more. For everybody who signs up for one, I'm going to send you one of these baseball sleeve things so you can put your dingers in the thinger as you get them. So you've at least got 9 months worth here. How about that? Haha, that's cool. So you don't even need to go on Amazon or to your local comic book store or what have you to get one of those to put stuff in. I have saved you a trip. And then every time you fill one up, assuming I'm keeping track, which hopefully I am, I will send you a new one. How about that? How about that? Anyway, I'm feeling funky today. I don't know why. Let me catch up in chat real quick. Tomorrow is the first session of the Discord D&D game. Yeah, I'm excited to hear how that goes. Bunch of writing. Oh, Pylon, I think that's so cool you're doing that. Feel neutral today, like a balmy 59 degrees. Neither hot nor cold, just right. In the sun today, it was actually perfect. It's really nice. Real nice. It's been a rough month for a few reasons, but other than that, good. Oh, Emily, I'm sorry. At least it's Eleanor's birthday month, right? Right? Yeah, I feel you, Kristen. I feel you. I had to write, oh my god, I feel so shitty about this, but I had to write a hey, I'm sorry, your portraits are gonna be late because of the virus, and I basically lost my job, and I had to write that to like near 20 people. That feels like crap, especially when I had already written some of them, hey, I'm behind on your portraits thing, and I have never had to extend something out more than once. So this was a massive ego hit for me. Like, I just had to keep telling myself it's not my fault. You know, I had to get 2 other freelance jobs to keep up with bills and stuff because I don't have any conventions. It's not my fault. But damn, it still feels bad. So bad. I'm getting to the point where I can run a session entirely from my iPad Pro. That's cool. Yeah, isn't it weird going outside now? It almost feels forbidden. Like, oh, I'm being so bad. I'm going in the backyard. Oh my god. So bad. In a gallery. Hello. My thoughtfulness is inspiring. Oh my gosh, Jazzy, you're inspiring. Shut up. You're the best. Seriously, though, you're really nice. I really appreciate you as a person. I really rock that tier. Oh, Serenity. You rock in general. You're too good to me. I saw one of them on Chris's Instagram, and it looked adorable. The whole thing. I want to see more. And she looked so happy. So that means you did a good job. But when have you not done a good job being a mom? Kudos. Kudos to moms everywhere, because I could never do that. You guys are amazing. Okay, so what am I going to do? What am I going to do? This is the first time I've thought of this all day. However, I was showing on my Patreon, speaking of Patreon, again, for anybody who is on any tier in my Patreon, I did an update in Discord today in the special channels, the super secret special channel. And it's got your, it's got a news sketch dump, basically. I did a sketch dump today. So you've got some sketches to look at. Curious collectors have some stuff that shows my progress on your stuff. And right now I don't have my sketchbook. Where? I'm a mess today, you guys. Oh, it wasn't even in my sketchbook. Well, I'll think of something else to do then. Let's think of something else. Oh, I was gonna do something with a snail, because, man, I've drawn a lot of things with snails, but let's be honest. Can you ever have enough snails? Can you? I don't think so. If you said yes, you're wrong. I love you, but you're wrong. Okay, Gabe brought me a thing. Yeah, I'm gonna use this. Nothing special. The bee mouse lady. Oh, Ms. She prefers Ms. She's one of those. She's like, don't call me Mrs. I'm not married. It's Ms. Anyway, Ms. Thistlethorn. She's a little bit of a bee herself, if you know what I mean. I thought of a really good idea today. I think it's a good idea. That doesn't sound humble at all. Anyway, I thought of a really fun idea. I'll say fun instead. That I might actually pursue. It's kind of a long-term thing, but oh man, I think people would really enjoy it. But anyway, I haven't even told Gabe yet. I gotta tell Gabe. Anyway. More snails, more mushrooms, more everything. If I'm too loud, for sake, tell me. Because I can move the mic back. It's not even a thing. How are Gabe and I doing? Gabe and I are fine. Let's see, what's been going on with Gabe? Oh, if you haven't seen my Insta stories today, I'll get to drawing in a minute. Are we really here for drawing anyway? Come on. Today, well, it wasn't today, actually. It started maybe 2 days ago. Gabe and I started doing these morning meetings. I know it sounds stupid, but I was like, you know what? I think it would make a big difference if we just, like, had a meeting in the morning and we started, like, talking about what we're going to do in the day, because honestly, we're pretty loose with our schedules. We kind of work on things when we want to work on them and when we're feeling like it. And, you know, as freelancers, we can, you know, and that's kind of why we're doing it, so we can go with the flow and work on things we need to and have kind of loose deadlines. But at the same time, it's good to have a little bit of structure. There's a whole thing with when you have more guidelines, or at least a few guidelines, it gives you more creativity somehow, because you have to get creative in how you work around the guidelines, where sometimes having just zero guidelines is going to actually stunt you a bit on your creativity because you can do anything. So it's almost better to have almost a funnel that you can funnel your creativity in. So anyway, so we started setting like guidelines. So we sat down and I structured out this meeting thing because out of the two of us, I'm the more organized. He knows it, but it's okay. And I wrote down kind of a structured meeting thing. So we talk about our night before as if we don't know each other, which is kind of fun. So it's like, obviously we spent last night and every night together, so we know what we're doing, but it's fun to say it as if we weren't there. Anyway, so we start off with that, and then we start off with our goals and what we gotta do, and then daily goals and what we have to get done that day. And then we even try to say by what time, if we can. So that actually makes it so there's some accountability between the two of us. So that's pretty fun. And then we have questions, concerns, things like that. And like I said, it kind of helps at least talking through all these things every day at a specific time. We have our coffee. We also doodle and do our warm-ups during that time. Gabe's been doing this really cute kind of illustrated, really rough diary of our previous day while we're doing that, and that's been really cute. I don't know if he's going to share them or not, but if anything, if they're just for me, I've been enjoying reading them, so that's been fun. But that has actually done a whole bunch of things. It helped him, who I love. Gabe, I love you wherever you are if you're listening, but you suck at structuring time for things and having deadlines, so me in your life is good for that. Yeah. But at the same time, him telling me to loosen up and stuff, we're that sort of scenario, but we're good. We're good, and this morning meetings thing has been going really, really well. And maybe I'll just save my idea that I've got and then tell him tomorrow at the morning meeting. It's so ridiculous. I feel kind of dumb about it, but whatever. It's fun. It's something to look forward to, But anyway, we're good. We're good, Emily. Thank you for asking. Yeah, the guidelines thing is really interesting. I didn't know that for a long time, and then that's why a lot of people do better in school than they do when they're out on their own or at home doing their own thing. They've got the guidelines from school, so that gives them the ability to be creative with, the structure. But if you're just told, think about if you had a class that was just do whatever you want, and I'll grade you on that, you're like, what's the criteria? Oh, there is none. Okay. Wouldn't that kind of feel kind of crappy? Anyway, so there's that. Up on the thing here, pointing on the wrong camera. That's a Gumi. That's a Curious Collector for this month. Just in case people didn't know. Alright, so I do want to draw a snail, but man, I have drawn so many snails with a bunch of stuff on them. I even drew a snail on a cactus recently. This song sucks. You guys, if a song sucks, tell me. I'll change it. But for real, this song is just... I tried to get some ambient stuff, but I'm really missing my old playlist, I gotta say. Maybe... Somebody give me the pros and cons of your week. I would like that. What was a highlight and what was... If you want to share the low light, you can. But let's hear some highlights. What was your favorite part of this past week? And then I'm gonna try to think of... I don't want to draw another cat. I do want to draw a snail, but how do I want to draw the snail? You know what? If this is just a warm-up, let me go comfort zone. Full-on comfort zone. Hopefully you guys are cool with that. Watercolor? Heck yeah, how'd that go? You can't hear the music? Yeah, it's not really music. It's this one's an ambient thing. I don't know. I'll try to find something that's not. You know what? Let me just go back to my old playlist. Yeah, that song was literally crickets. So that makes sense why you couldn't hear it. Sorry. I thought it'd be relaxing. I don't know. Sometimes I think people get sick of my music, but then some new people come in, they're like, oh, this music's alright. So, alright, let's go with the music. Come on. Spotify, you're going so slow. Good old Adrian. Let's go with this stuff. How about now? Music? Music? Super good. Foul, that's great. I'm glad to hear it. Well, feel free to join our Discord and share what you did and all that. I'm glad to hear that. Usually you hear the opposite. Serenity's art supplies arrived. That was cool. I'm glad you got them. What did you get? Can you hear it now, Cyrox? Little one started to laugh. Oh! Oh, Kristen. A face mask for a 1-year-old? No! That is really sad. Oh, that might be too loud. There you go. Chris and I had a few days off, so it was nice spending full time with him and Ellie. Yeah! Well, we should be in France right now, spending time with family. Oh, I know. Man, the fact that trips are getting canceled, and instead everybody's having to stay inside extra. Oh, I am so worried about a couple people just losing it, by the end of the year. You need trips. You need to get away for a while, so, I hope you guys figure out a fun way. Maybe you could have France at home. I know, it's not the same, but maybe it's something. I found making your own holidays and events is pretty fun. Like if I ever did have kids, which I'm not gonna, but if I ever did, I was super planning on making up our own holidays. And since I'm a storyteller, man, I really wanted to. And I still kind of want to, and I feel like Gabe would be down with that, and we could just do that, regardless of kids or not. But, I don't know, there was something to that. But anyway, making up your own holidays sounded really fun to me. I mean, I'm tired of Christmas. I'm tired of Easter, which I don't even celebrate. I'm tired of it. I mean, you've so many years of it, and you're like, oh, I want something different. So make something different. Make your own traditions. Make your own holidays. Who cares? Maybe you'll think of something better than what there is, Reduced staffing. Low was Thursday evening. Got really sad, upset. Oh, I'm sorry, Jazzy. Yeah, fan mail. Oh, good. Oh. That's sweet, Jazzy. That's really cool, dude. I'm super proud of you. The more you stick with it, too, the more people are gonna, latch on to you. It's like Katamari Damacy, the game where you roll the big ball around and it starts collecting everything. It's like that. You're collecting watchers and streamers and fans and stuff, and you just have to keep rolling the ball. It's totally just grinding, really, but Japanese brush pens. Yeah! Oh, Serenity. You gotta keep us up to date with what you do. Tiny snail in a shell, like a snail taking the snails to school. I like that. Alex, I like that. That's really cute. And then I could cover them in like book bags and stuff. I dig that. Oh, really, Emily? I didn't know that. Alright, Alex, let's go with that. That's a good idea. Maybe... Alright, let's do this. I had to move my camera in a weird spot, and so now my face is blown out. Like, maybe that's a bit better. It's getting all these weird shadows. Whatever. Katamari is the greatest game. It really is. Yeah, email probably would be the best way. Here, I'll write down my email to keep it easy. But yeah, just know though, depending on how intensive it is, I might not get to it till after June at this rate right now, because I've got, like I said, I had to pick up a bunch of freelance, so my time is very teeny tiny. But yeah, definitely. I have never drawn a baby snail. I'm excited. You guys probably won't see this until I get to the meaty portion. I was gonna do a very alert parent snail, but maybe I should just make him pretty lax, pretty low-key, and have the little one be a little bit lit. Little bit lit. Well, I'm glad to hear about your guys' highs at least. That's good. I'm glad people are still staying happy and everything. You gotta try. I know it's hard, especially if you're one of those people who's used to being out a lot. Oh, this needs to be a thicker boy. Need a thick one. Thick snow. No, I like that. So dignified when their little things are back instead of forward. Nah, that one looks like a pompous ass. Let's not do that. Oh, would not be a problem? Cool. I'm into it. Also, sorry about my thumb. I know that's kind of gross. I forgot to put on a band-aid, truth be told. Let's go in between. Maybe they have lax antenna feeler things. And then I'm not gonna draw an actual to scale book, but I think it would be funny if it was dragging a book, because how ridiculous would it be to see a snail dragging a book? Let's do it. Let's do it to it. I don't know how they read. I just know they read. You know, some drawings don't need to answer questions. Some drawings can just, you know, ask questions. You can do whatever you want. Because art... How do I want this, though? There we go. Yeah. And then let's put the baby... The baby... Were you asked by the hospital, Kristen, to make it? Or who? Or was it like a parent? The baby. Oh, a local person. Well... I mean, that's tough. If it's a friend, you could talk to him about it, I guess. But yeah, that seems like a hard thing to bring up. Man, I should have brought over my little houses thing. Dang it. Okay. I don't want it to be a bad piece, so I'll make the the snail parent, snailent. I'll give him a hat. Hats usually age people. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why that is, but getting a hat. Snail hat. Yes. Oh my god. I'm into this so hard right now. Alex, you nailed it. This is dope. I'm having fun. Was on the book? Oh, I could do that. Yeah, like the sister or something. It's a snail fam. Yeah, so I've been working on Curious Collector stuff all day, so my brain is just not in the mood for drawing, but that's okay. Because that's why you draw, to get in the mood to draw. In my opinion, at least. Don't feel like drawing? Draw. Then you'll get in the mood to draw. Oh no, that shell's way too big. Not for a baby. There we go. Yes. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I enjoy making apparatuses for things to carry other things. This has been a long-standing thing I enjoy doing. Hey Dennis, what's up? I did. Don't ask me what I did though, I can't really remember. Yeah, I don't know. Right? Dude. No. Animation projects are always like that. Like, always. I'll be like, an hour. I've got an hour. I'm going to make something in an hour. And, like, you know, I limit myself to do 6 frames. Turns out to be 9 to 12, typically. And I can usually finish it in an hour and a half, but, man, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, you get carried away, and then you think of secondary actions, and then it kind of just explodes a bit. But that's good. As long as you eventually finish it, I think your time was well spent. Oh, Possum Kingdom. Oh. I like it. I'm excited for Possum Kingdom. Maybe I'll see it somehow. I don't know. Let's see. Do this. I think a leather strap would hold on much better. Then we'll have it connecting to rope. Rope. And then that'd probably be the safest way to do it. Is to have one going around. Oh, that'd be dumb. Not there. Not there. Then it would separate. Unless the binding was there. Yeah, let's do that. Switching. Because then the book won't open and I can actually, yeah. That's what's up. We're going to do that. All right. And you know what? This makes no sense, but I'm going to do it anyway because I want to. Snails don't have chins. Is that going to make a difference for me right now? No. No. Because I don't care. And I think it'd be a cute little, like, decorative thing. Like, if this snail folk had their own town and stuff, I feel like necklaces and jewelry would probably be the thing to do, and hanging them off their little feelers? Antenna? They're not antenna. They're not mandibles. What the hell are they? They're... Technically, I think they're their eyes. Stalks, right? Eye stalks. Ah, you beat me to it. Damn it. Yes, stalks. Because I started thinking about like a lobster and stuff. Because snails are kind of like land lobsters, aren't they? Or land crabs. Maybe not land. Well, I'm probably just way off. Anyway. No, Scarlett, I think you're right. I'm gonna agree with you. So that's 2 votes. Yours and mine for what you said. They've got to be stocks of some kind. I mean, come on, really? Of course, right now my art supplies are kind of spread all around the house. So I'm gonna do my best here with what I've got near me. I used to be a very, very prepared individual. And then I went freelance. And now I don't know what I'm doing all of the time. It's a thing. Secret geniuses. We are, aren't we? That's right, we are. Alright, let's ink it. Ink it. Now I really want to make a race of snail people. Not actually people, but snail folk, I'll call them. Snailings. Snailers? Snills? I'll think of a name. But I'm into this. Alex, you're really, like, bad at giving me bad ideas. You always give me really good ideas. And then I end up doing other things based on those. What was the last one you gave me that, oh yeah, it's your fault I made the light mouse. Yeah, that was your fault, Alex. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Give him a little bobbin on the top there. I also realized Gabe and I are kind of horrible at watching shows when they happen. I think Schitt's Creek is probably the most recent and still happening show we've ever seen. Every other show I've seen way too late. Like, I saw The Office for the first time 3 years ago? 2 or 3 years ago? It's either 2016 or 2017. Same with Parks and Rec. Super late to that. And now we're watching Community. Really late to that. Still pertinent, but really late. Snailkin. Oh, yes, that's good too. How's Gabe? Did he beat Final Fantasy yet? You can't actually beat it technically. It's going to be in like 3. They're kind of doing what they did with the originals where there's different discs, you know, but instead it's like different release sections of the game, you know. So you can't beat 7 yet, but you can beat that section of 7 technically. But I think in all he's only played once so far. Twice. He's played twice. Really, we haven't had any time to do anything. Like I said, we had to pick up extra work because we were hurting without the conventions. So I had to pick up 2 freelance jobs. He's been doing extra. We both added more tiers on our Patreon, that sort of thing. So games are kind of like, if we know we're going to snap and we need, like, you know, half an hour of not thinking or just doing something random, we do that. The only exception is Beat Saber. Beat Saber is my workout. I burn about like 800 calories each hour-and-a-half session. It's nuts. But I've always loved music games, and when I say I love them, I mean I was obsessed with them for a long time. I would import Japanese games and mod my PS2 so I could play them. And back in the day, there was a game I spent $175 on at the time for the controller, and I had to import it from Japan. And then, I think it was like 10 or 15 years later, something like that, I saw the controller at Goodwill for $5. And I was like, wow. Times have changed. But anyway, I've been into music games kind of since they they were a thing. Oh, Jazzy, quick random story about snails. Snapple. Specifically, I like Snapple facts. Yes, Snapple facts. Been trying to get in 1 to 10. I got number 4 the other day. Wow. Snails have 4 noses. What? They have 2 noses on stalks. With 2 nostrils. 2 stalks of their eyes. Oh, so they're little mustachy stalks? That's a nose? Aww. So wait. Maybe they were counting the holes, the nostrils, as the noses. So then that would be 4. But unless they combine into the same canal, then that would just be 1 instead of 2. I don't know. I assume you looked it up and you did your homework because you're really good like that. So. Old Guitar Hero games, PS2. Yep. Oh, I was so mad when Guitar Hero came out because I was like, I had this thing where I was like, they're treading on my special turf, you know, because like 4 years before that, I had been hardcore into like, you know, Beat Mania, and I mean, DDR was around that time too. DDR has been basically around forever, but then Beat Mania, there are things like Keyboard Mania, Guitar Freaks was the game before Guitar Hero, and then Keyboard Mania is nuts because it has 56 keys. It's a keyboard that's set up like that sort of thing. And then there's Poppin' Music, and then there's Taiko no Tatsujin, and then there's Pra Pra Paradise, which was, or Para Paradise, people say. I used to say Pra Pra because I didn't know what I was talking about. Para Paradise, which is a game where you dance and you put your, like, extremities into different, like, beams of light. It was an arcade game for the most part. But those games are fun. Pump It Up was another one that was fun. It never hit as hard as DDR because I think the 5th button just threw people off. So DDR has the up, down, left, right. Pump It Up had corner, 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 middle. And it didn't hit as well. I feel like that 5th button just wasn't the thing. But yeah, I think they counted the nostrils. It was frustrating, Desperado. Like, I felt so special. But yeah, when Guitar Hero came out, I was like, no, now everybody's going to be into the thing I like, and then blah, blah, blah. And then I ended up getting really good at that, and it was actually kind of fun, because then I would just rake my friends over the coals, you know, whenever I'd play them. So it ended up being alright. But that was fun, and then Rock Band was fun. Yeah, I ended up enjoying, you know, when those things did go mainstream, I guess. The only one that I think broke it, like once they came out with DJ Hero, which is essentially Beat Mania. So when I say Beat Mania, the $175 controller I had, that was the thing that I bought, right? And then eventually America was like, hey, Japan, yoink, and we're going to make it into DJ Hero. And they dumbed it down. Because if you played Beat Mania doubles, you'd have 14 keys, right? Not DJ Hero. It was a lot more simplified. So I was like, well, I'll try it. No. They put the buttons on the turntable. That's a stupid idea. So then you don't actually, like, the Japanese one, you use your pinky and you flick the turntable with it. And instead, on DJ Hero, you had to, like, I mean, it was more realistic, but having the buttons there, too, was just strange. I couldn't get into that. Anyway, some of you were probably like, what the hell is she talking about? It's okay. We all have our things. Ooh, actually, that'd be fun to learn. If you want to put in the chat what is an obsession you've had in the past or now, keep it safe. Don't make it porny. No porny stuff. But tell me. I'm so curious. I like knowing what people are into. I think it's fun. Because everybody's so different. And if you don't have anything, maybe just tell me something you've gotten into more being in quarantine. I'd love to hear it. Today was a pretty nice day out, though. I was pretty happy with it. It started off really cold, and I think yesterday it snowed. was either yesterday or the day before it snowed. And there was like 4 inches maybe on the ground, something like that. But anyway, it's getting warmer. Slowly, but surely. And I've got a yard project I want to get going. And Gabe's brother works at Home Depot, so I have him pick up stuff and bring it over for us. So we don't have to go out, quarantine, whatever. The color red? I could tell by your name that maybe you had an, affection for it. Making more stuffed animals really. Oh. I would assume, yeah, Emily, that would be really fun. It's got to be pretty validating if she, has a favorite one that she likes and gravitates towards and takes with her and stuff. That'd be really cute. That's awesome, though, Desperado. What's my yard project? Okay, so we have this area in our yard. We have a very tiny yard, but whatever. Yard is a yard. At least it's a yard. It's very tiny, so it's a very small project. But it looks like this. Okay. So this is all where the dogs pee. Okay. So I'm going to actually dig down and clear all that up. And instead, I'm going to put in, this is a really bad mock-up, but some pea gravel, P-E-A, pea gravel, which is funny because the area is because of pea. And so this is called hardscaping, I think it was called. There's hardscaping and softscaping. Hardscaping is where you're using rocks and stuff to actually beautify your yard, So this is a form of hardscaping that is meant for dogs to kind of go to the bathroom on. So there's layers of the pebbles. So it's beneath the pea gravel, there's like landscaping fabric, and then beneath that there's another layer of bigger rocks. So it forms like a filter. So when they go here, it'll be easy to clean, and I can use enzyme stuff and whatever, but it won't kill any more grass, because obviously they're not touching the stuff over there, right? So anyway, I figure if I do this, then they can go here and I can clean it easily, and it's not ugly, but whatever. Anyway, but that's if I get time to do that. We'll see. I have to finish everyone else's work before I get to mine. Greg, hi. How are you, Greg? Oh, man. Serenity, really? You never been obsessed with anything? What about your birds? Or birds in general? Oh my god, a bear with a bee on it. My heart. My heart. Oh. I mean, obviously, I don't know if I showed you this. Emily, this is somebody else's ATC, but I'll show you. There's a bear and a bee. He's reading. I did this one on stream a week ago? Something like that. I forget what. Anyway. Oh, thank you, Jazzy. I hope it'll look awesome. I'm good, Greg. I'm hanging in there. I'm glad you're all right. Hey, Painting Cricks. Yeah, Emily, please do. I like seeing your work. I think you do great work. Let's see. And this is a band, like a leather strap that goes around the book. Relic Storyteller, thank you for the follow. What's up? And Painting Cracks, what's up? Thank you. Welcome, welcome. For those that are new here, I will throw in my socials, though it is very easy to find me. I'm Cloverkin basically everywhere, so you search it, you'll find it. Oh, Emily, let's see. Oh my god, Emily. Oh my god, why wouldn't you post this? Emily, please post this. Oh my god, I would buy one of these. Ugh. Ugh, that's so good. I love it. I want to throw up. It's so cute. Oh my god. Thank you for sending me that. That just made my damn day. You guys don't get obsessed with stuff, huh? I think I get obsessed with very particular things. Very particular things. It has to be something very specific, but there we go. It has been windy out though, so that kind of sucks, but not sucks, but whatever. You know what I mean. This will probably make more sense once I erase the pencil lines. Boy, I know how to draw books, right? If anybody's seen my book series, holy crap. Drawn a good amount of books. Oh, speaking of books. Where did I put it? No. No. Oh, for goodness sakes. Think. I moved all my stuff around when I was working earlier, so now I don't know where anything is. Ah, here it is. Yes! Awesome. So some of you have probably heard me talk about my friend David Tenario. He is a very skilled illustrator, and I got one of his books recently. Because they're limited, and man, limited edition stuff always gets me. I don't care what it is, it always gets me. But let's see if I can. So here, I'll show you up here. So he's really good at doing goblins. So this is Goblins Volume 3, and I think he only has 50 copies of this. But he is a master at goblins. This is the one he did in the front cover. Like, this is an original. It's in the book. He drew it in here, and I love it. He asked me for, you know, like something I like, you know, so that he can do something based on it. I was like, oh, porcupines. I love porcupines. And so he did this, and I thought it was really cute. It's very, very good. But, like, he's really good at expression. He's really good at these little bulbous, like, goblin guys. I like his goblins. He did fan art of my character Grigor for my contest I had recently, which was really cool. He knocked out of the park. I love it. His expression's just great. But you can get this book on his site, but let me go get you a link. These are my favorites though. These are like his ink wash ones, and just the, oh god, I love this one. This one's so good. But yeah, anyway, I won't show you the whole thing, though the last page, oh my god, it's emotional. It's a good piece. So let me see if I can, I'll bring up his thing for you. Okay, so it's his Instagram is that's so cute I could vomit. His IG name, his Instagram is Tenario Art. I met him at Spectrum in, I want to say 2017? I think it was 2017. Alex, when did you go to Spectrum? Was that 2017 or 2016? Because we went the same year, which is so weird. You might have even walked past me and my table. And Gabe. That'd be so weird. Well, you follow him really well, Emily. Like, really. And that is really sweet of a lot of designers to put them out. I'd be scared as hell to do that. So, I give them mad cred for that. Serenity, whatever. Your pets are an obsession. That counts. Let me tell you, pet obsession is somebody's hobby. Seriously. A lot of my work is dealing with people who their pets are their hobby. So that they count. Oh, did it? Do you like it, Emily? Hi, Prickly Badger. Okay, it was 2017. That's what I thought, because I wasn't doing cons until, like, seriously until 2016. So, anyway. Heckin' adorable. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. How are you doing tonight, Badger? Welcome, welcome. So one of my favorite things is to ask people weird questions. I think it's fun. I like learning about people and what they would say or do in certain instances. So I mean, if anybody wants to ask like the whole chat questions, I think that'd be fun. Like if anybody thinks of a fun question or something. Like I'm on one of my favorite musician, if not my like the favorite musician, is Patreon, and he does a Q&A every month, and he actually answered one of my questions this past week, so that was kind of a highlight of my week. But I don't like asking run-of-the-mill questions, so I had asked him, what's your favorite house chore? And what would you do if you weren't doing music? But I thought the house chore thing would be a lot more fun, and it was. So, what is your favorite house chore? Not your least favorite, but your favorite. The one you really do enjoy. What is it? Oh, I'm glad, Emily. Yeah, sometimes I forget, like, when you start making books, you forget kind of how special they are to people, I suppose. But, yeah, just knowing that people really enjoy the book is awesome. I'm happy about that. Laundry. Really? Laundry? Fresh sheets are the best. That's true. That's very true. My partner actually doesn't like laundry. He likes doing dishes more. I don't know what his favorite one is, but I know he prefers dishes over laundry. We've talked about it, so I end up doing the laundry, but I don't know what my favorite one would be. I actually really enjoy washing windows and mirrors and stuff, like glass. I don't know. Dusting's fun. I like dusting. I don't like dishes, though. Dishes, like, I don't like soggy food on my fingers. I don't know. I can't get over that. It's gross. And there's bad smells. Oof. I don't like it. Sweeping. Sweeping is fun. Like, if it's just kind of relaxed sweeping and not like, ah, shit, I broke a glass sweeping, you know. Yeah, decluttering, actually, I'll agree with you there, Serenity. If I see my areas becoming a little bit cluttered, I'll go around and kind of tinker and reorganize. Yeah, I think that's fun. It definitely is pleasing, yeah. Yeah, dishes. Oh my god. Yard work, too. Yard work can totally be fun. I don't like mowing the lawn, though. But it is kind of cool. With our house came one of those really old mowers. One of the ones that's just like a bunch of blades on some wheels, and you just push it. Gabe has to do it because it's kind of difficult, and it's heavy. Surprisingly, it's heavy, but damn, that thing works. I was so skeptical. I saw it, I'm like, nah, man. No, that's not going to do anything to that lawn. Nothing. Watch. And Gabe just starts pushing it, and just blades of grass just are just gone. And like, I don't know. It was weird. It was like some sort of magic. I don't know. I feel really dumb. I've never seen one of those in person before, but whatever. Least favorite, I feel you. I like dusting though. If it doesn't get in my face, I like it. If you're just kind of and you do it kind of normally, then the dust isn't too bad. But anyway. Take out the garbage. Yeah, I'm lucky Gabe takes out the garbage. Otherwise, I think I don't know. I don't like that either. Ugh. I do the same thing, Prickly Badger. Like, I do the laundry and Gabe does the dishes. Yeah, the push mowers are cool. I had no idea they were so cool. No emissions, no having to buy gas, no electricity. It worked awesome. We have a very small yard, as you may have seen in the previous pictures I brought up, but wipe the floor. Oh, you guys call vacuuming hoovering? Isn't that harder to say than vacuuming? Hoovering? I feel like I have to try so much harder. Hoovering. That's so weird guys don't mind doing the dishes. I wonder if there's something to that. So yeah, if anybody has a fun question they want to ask the group, feel free. I don't think the little snails would have spots yet. I think it'd be similar to getting like liver spots or something, but for snails. Then maybe they acquire them with age, so they'd probably be without them. Favorite sandwich? If I could have any sandwich or that I eat the most of because I have the ingredients. Actually, no, screw it. My favorite sandwich is this one Jason's Deli has that it's not actually on their menu, but they have a customize your sandwich and it's on a croissant. And I get avocado, tomato, lettuce, mayo, red onions, green olives. I think that's it. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. We don't have a Jason's Deli around us, and even if we did, I don't think we'd be able to get it right now. But, oh my god. What about you, Emily? What's your favorite sandwich? Oh, steak and cheese. I remember Philly cheesesteaks. Those were good. Oh, it's a British. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, I love that, Jazzy. I like stuff like that. Like, over time, have you thought of this or this, you know? I actually really like thinking of that kind of stuff. There's a fact I learned a long time ago, and I don't even know if this is true now, or, you know, it's been so long since I learned it, I don't even remember if this is actually true. So maybe one of you guys can actually confirm or deny. But somebody told me your eyes are the same size when you're born for the rest of your life. And I, for the life of me, can't remember if that's true. Either way, that makes sense why eyes look so big in babies, you know, because they're actually adult-sized, you know, and we grow kind of around them or something. Is that true? Okay, so I'm not the only one. Is that true? Because that's kind of creepy. Like, I don't know. that's weird. Like, why would that be the only thing that doesn't actually, like, grow, you know? I don't know why I'm drawing grass like this right now, but I dig it because it's kind of mimicking the whole look of the... They're stalks. That's what they are, stalks. So, my Devoted Dandelion tier on Patreon actually sold out today. Woo woo! So you can't get those right now. I might open it up again later, so that, you know, I can take on more people for that, but I'll let you know if that happens. But in the meantime, the streams are basically, if you don't want to become a patron at that level, the streams are the only time you can get these. So keep that in mind if you ever get an idea or something you wanted of. Hit me up. There you go. Alright. Wait, oh, hold on. It's not true. Okay. That's what I thought. Why did that even start circulating then, if that's such misinformation? Oh, ears. That's so cute. I love elderly men with big ears and big noses. They're the cutest damn things. Oh my god. So cute. It helps if they're sweethearts too. Okay, so right now I'm just gonna do a thicker outline around them to separate them better from the background and from the objects they're with. Because remember, you don't always have to use like color and you know, value to separate your subjects. You can always use line width too. Always an option. Just a reminder, if anybody came in late, if you are one of my patrons at any level, please check our Discord to see some updates for today. I can hear my dog snoring in the other room. Goodness. See, and just doing that, man, that makes such a difference, right? And do a little bit of hatching here, just to further separate that, and then I'm gonna draw some blades in the background so you know that's the background. So otherwise you may not realize it. Yeah, there we go. Not in here, but in the way other room. Gabe actually took all three of them in the other room, so it's just you guys and me now. Which is good sometimes, because I feel like Bruni can get kind of gross. Like, if I was on the other end of things, and if I was where you are, and I was in someone's chat, and I heard a dog that was chewing on her stuff like my dog does, I'd be grossed out and most likely leave the stream, because mastication. It's gross. Ugh, can't listen to it for a while. Ophthalmology. 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 Hi, Alex. She can, yeah, and like I said, I hate listening to things eat. Alright, I'm gonna take a picture of this so I gotta get more used to taking progress pics, especially now that I'm doing more with my Patreon on Discord. Actually, hold on. I'll change something. Sorry, that was probably loud. Ah! See, this was getting lost, so I want to call it out a bit more. Oh, let's see. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Not sure if fillers make it easier. Oh, ophthalmology. Ophthalmology. Alright. I was gonna say, it's weird there it wasn't an ology. I don't know, Alex. I was actually gonna do like maybe similar to the bear I did. I don't know. I was thinking it's like halfway between tones and color, but I don't know. Earth tones, I guess these are. Maybe add another one. So I guess kind of in color. I don't know. I'll be selling it too. I'll put it up on my website when I'm done. Take rid of all the pencil lines. Yes. Alright. Well. Haha. Let's see. This is going to be kind of a, hopefully not a sad question, but is anyone looking forward to anything specific coming up? Either this summer or something? And I know that's kind of crappy to ask with all things considered, but maybe talking about what people are looking forward to might actually help the current pain of, you know, having things canceled and what else. I had an overseas trip where I was going to go to a bunch of cool fantasy-like locations, and then I had a workshop with a famous person that I really look up to, and not doing that this year, so that was kind of a hard thing to swallow for a bit. So, not too happy about that, but what can I do about it? I don't want to be one of those jags who's like down at the Capitol or whatever that's protesting right now. My God, what a dumb thing. Don't be that dumb, okay? Don't be that dumb. I'm not trying to get political, but man, not cool. Ooh, Jazzy. It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Basically, all conventions and stuff are gonna be canceled if they haven't been yet. I mean, they just canceled San Diego Comic-Con. So, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but they're probably 99.9% gonna cancel. Because a lot of people are saying that this whole thing, we're not gonna get back to normal stuff until probably late next year, if that. And that's if they find a vaccine. So, sorry to potentially be the bearer of bad news. Ah. Damn, I could have seen you at Dragon Con, Dennis. I'm almost positive they're gonna cancel Dragon Con too. Dragon Con's in August, September-ish. Okay, Emily, that works. Keep your hopes up, Jazzy. You never know. So the main problem right now with conventions is that even, let's say for whatever reason, within 2 weeks to a month, they get a vaccine and they start vaccinating people, right? And let's say by July, everyone is vaccinated and nobody's sick anymore. If that were the case, people would still be afraid to go out into large groups and all that. So it's going to actually even take time for the hesitation, even once everything's okay, to go away. So that's going to hurt big events and stuff too. You know, the final coming out of everybody from isolation is going to take a little bit of time, because there's going to be some people who are a little bit like germophobia, or just scared of, you know, things happening, or, you know, that it's still out there. So they're going to wait a while. And then it's just going to take time in general for things to get back to normal, even when it's okay to do it. So for those of us who depend on conventions, we've had to make a very hard switch to basically solely online sales, which in general, if you don't have a big fan base, digital sales of any kind are extremely difficult to do. So majority of us who aren't big names or famous by any means have to kind of do our regular stuff and then stuff on top of that to still make ends meet. So that means doing freelance and stuff. Luckily, I've got some people I fall back on who need me now and then because of, you know, I was in the game industry and stuff, so they contact me to still do game stuff, which I'm more than happy to do. I still love doing work for games. It's just being in that industry in an actual office was very detrimental. But yeah, it's gonna take a while. Oh, really, Serenity? An alphabet piece. So, like, you'd probably want illustrations for every alphabet letter? Something like that? Yeah, Trump's doing a whole bunch of stupid shit. However, I don't like to... First off, I don't like to ever get political on my channel. But there's a video of Cuomo just tearing into him, and it's amazing. And I'm very pleased with that video. So if anybody needs that and wants to see somebody in power finally yelling at Trump and getting mad, that's a pretty cathartic video to watch. Highly recommend it. But yeah, he's saying that governors are going to open up states, and people are like, no, please don't do that, people will die. And Trump's like, well, I'm leaving it up to the governors. And so the governors get to make the call. And then thankfully, a lot of governors have been saying, yeah, no, we're not going to reopen still, sorry. But there have been people who have started to protest down at Capitol buildings and stuff to basically, you know, open up the state again, because I mean, what other reason would they have other than trying to go back to their ways of consumption beforehand? Like, you know, yeah, you might have jobs and stuff you're trying to get back to if you're not essential, and that makes sense, but for a lot of the people, I think they're just not getting their fix of things. So, I don't know. that worries me, just that people aren't thinking of the havoc it could, cause. So it's no good. What's the theme though, Emily? What are the alphabet, like, letters based on? Is there a theme? Like, is it animals, nature, sci-fi, cars? I don't know. I don't want to do a really dark color for this. I should probably just reuse this color though. Oh, really, Serenity? Yeah, I don't think we're quite there yet. I mean, we've just made some states mandatory to wear masks, like, going out, so I don't even think we're where you are yet. Combo of things? Well, depending on how different those things are from each other, it may or may not work. But yeah, hit me. What do you got? I'm gonna try to make this look more like it. Yeah, it works. Oh wait, I wanted 89. Did I want 89? Was this it? Did I use that somewhere else already? No. Okay. Oh, if I'm off screen, yell at me. Also, if anybody has any art things they want to talk about, really, my channel is everything's fair game for the most part, as long as it's not gross or dumb. And by dumb, I mean just don't ask really stupid sexual things or anything like that. Okay, cool, Emily. What are people's thoughts on wyverns being called dragons? Isn't it like, all shrubs are bushes, but not all bushes are shrubs? It's like, all wyverns are dragons, but not all dragons are wyverns. Because worms, too. So wyverns, worms, and there were like 2 other kinds of dragons. Like, there are some that don't have back legs and they have arms and they have wings. There are some that have wings, no arms, but legs. And then there's some that have arms, legs, and wings. And then there are some that just have wings. But they're all dragons, I think. There was something to that where, regardless of their limbs and all that, there was something that was like, because they all have this, they're considered dragons. That's what I remember anyway. Random things about dragons. Yeah, it has to do with limbs a lot of the time. At least from what I understood. Yeah, that's looking alright. I don't want to do a blue sky. You know what's funny about that? It took me the longest time to realize, hey, you don't need to make the sky blue when you draw a sky. Also, I don't think we'd see a sky here, so I'm not going to actually draw a sky. Did you... Wait a minute. Jazzy, when you lost your brush, do you mean it went... like you couldn't find it in the list, or it just wasn't working on your cursor? Because it also took me a while to figure out the caps lock button. If you turn it on, it switches if it's in precise mode or brush tip mode. And then you can toggle that using the caps lock. So maybe you're doing that. And hopefully I just helped you. I don't know. I wasn't thinking when I did these little grass blades in the foreground. But I'm going to want these bigger ones in the background. Is anybody planning on doing Journey June? I'm going to start pimping that on the streams now too. I have big plans for Journey June this year, especially now that I'm not going overseas anymore. But I am excited for it. However, I don't think I'll get to participate this year like in the past 3 years. 2 years? I think we're on our 3rd year. Sometimes I forget that I'm drawing micro things and that they don't always see the sky. How sad is that? Some things don't even see the sky. It's very Matrix. Megan, hi. Oh, cute. I love you too. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you love these babies. This was actually a prompt by Alex in the chat. Oh man, I missed some stuff. Interesting, Jazzy. Yes, Serenity, I can. Right? I thought it was a good prompt. Little Snail Family. It was good. Alex. Home run. Home run, buddy. Home run. But Megan, you have a good night. I should be sending out your cards in the coming week, okay? No worries. They're coming. I'm doing all the things. It's gonna happen. Yay! Yay! Shoot, man. I haven't gone to check yet. You sent it, I think, to my P.O. box. So Monday, I'm going to the post office, either Monday or Tuesday, whichever day I finish all my Curious Collector stuff. Which 50 packages. There you go. Poor post office. And I'll check then. I'll let you know. I'm just trying to condense all my post office meandering there together because I don't want to go like every day, you know. But I will let you know ASAP. Like, I'll get it and then get in the car and I'll let you know. But don't worry about it. I send so many packages and they're always fine. Like, I have never personally had a problem with the post office. I love the post office. They have been wonderful to me. And I feel horrible that they're in trouble. I love the post office. They've never let me down. Even one in Atlanta once I had trouble with, but they did all they could and I got it back. And it wasn't even their fault. If something does happen with the post office, don't blame the people. A lot of the time it's the machines. The machines screw up because it seems like 70% of what happens from you to the next person when you're sending stuff is machines. I learned that. So did we decide that wyverns aren't dragons? I thought they are dragons. I thought they were a sect of dragon. So, like, there are reptiles, and then there are bearded dragons and geckos, and, I thought it was like that. Don't listen to me, though. I know what I'm talking about maybe 70% of the time. Oh yeah, Serenity. You wanted to know about Journey June level 2. She knows it. Yeah, right. I love that. Oh, you did, May Fox. Oh, good. Gabe was worried. He actually asked me to ask you today, and I figured I'd see you in the chat night, and then I forgot. So I'm glad you got him. Good. Good. Thank you for letting me know. We do worry about these things. So Journey June. Quick pitch for those that don't know what Journey June is. Journey June is an artist-based storytelling challenge that happens during the whole month of June. And every day, we've taken the hero's journey and we've broken it up into daily prompts, which you end up fulfilling every day, a little bit. And by the end of the month, you end up having a complete story. So if you've never written a story, you eventually want to write stories, you want kind of an easy way to start doing that, this is ideal because we kind of lead your hand through the whole thing. I'm going to be a lot more hands-on this year in teaching than I have the previous 2 years because the past 2 years I've actually participated and because I love it and I've had fun. So those stories are online too. So are hundreds others. So you can just search typically the Journey June tag, but you can also look at our specific tags that are on the Instagram page for it. But leading up to June, in May, I have a couple workshops that we do where we design a hero because you're not allowed to use pre-existing characters. And there's a very good reason for that. Because if you use pre-existing characters in whatever story ideas you've already had in the past, your new story is already a little bit tainted in a way. It's already limiting you to what you can do with your world and your characters. Because world building is a very strange word because it's not actually about world building. It's about your character building the world, not you. So you usually have to make a character first, and then the more you flesh out that character, the more the world becomes apparent because of that character, depending on what that character's wearing, what their social class is, what they look like, if they're anthropomorphic, if they're human, if they're an alien, whatever. You see that character, you're like, oh, so the world must be like this. So that's an easier approach to it because if you world build before you build characters, you're technically building a cage. And your characters are going to end up very lifeless. They're not going to have as much personality as they could have if you had started with them. Because if you're the type that's like, okay, well, buildings look like this. The architecture looks like this. They use this type of currency system. The government is set up like this way. The economy works in such a way. There's trade between these two kingdoms. Don't do that first. Please don't do that first. Because that's just going to really, you're building a cage. That's the best way I can explain it. Because then trying to make characters that fit into that, especially if you're not used to writing yet, forget about it. Your story's just going to be dry. Like, start with a character. One character, okay? We're teaching people how to do this at the very basic level. And then once you've done your first story, you've felt how it feels to go through an entire arc with a character. You know how they react to it. You know how you react to it, which is almost more important, is to learn how you tell stories. You might even figure out you don't like telling stories. You'll get, halfway through and you're like, man, this sucks. Why did I ever want to do this? And then you go into carpentry or something. I don't know. Not knowing what you want to do is just as important as knowing what you want to do. So we're trying to help people figure that out too. But, so you learn how to make a character, how to make a good, solid first character, and we'll help teach you that. And then we take you through the steps of how to learn about that character, how to learn what they do in certain situations, how, you know, their job is, and all this stuff. You go from that character, and all these things just erupt out of them once you've gotten a design you're happy with, right? And then the story comes out from there. And then by the time June hits, you're ready for all those prompts. Because look at it this way. You make a character, right? You've got this little character, whatever. I'll use, here. It's a little shell guy. I don't know. So you've got this little character. And let's say you design this. You're like, yeah, all right. So it's a little shell thing, right? And it lives maybe on the side of the ocean. Maybe he's not even in the ocean, you know, directly. But maybe he wants to go up on land. But maybe he's not there yet. But then, you know, once we get to day one, it's our hero. We start off very sweet and very simple, so that you just draw this nice little, haha, this is the hero during what they do normally, right? During the normal day, what would this thing do? It would probably just blow bubbles. Let's make it simple and cute, right? Its main job is to blow bubbles, to make the ocean move more. Okay? Simple job. Probably not even an important one. But maybe it's like the butterfly effect. Maybe it is. Maybe a bunch of these things doing that is a big deal. So maybe this seashell clam thing, I'm going to call it a clam, is in a whole pack of like hundreds of them, you know? But maybe this one is the one that ends up being the hero because of some reason. And then the next couple days, the prompts act like questions that you're asking this character that you just made, that's fresh on your mind, that you now know a lot about. So because of those things, every question that comes up, you're like, oh yeah, he can do this, or they're like this. And if you don't know them, it's going to help you to seek out that portion of that character. All a story is answering questions over and over and over and over again of what you think would fit best for this character. That's all a story is. It's just answering questions. And, you know, the more you go along it and you learn how to go down certain roads, because that's where it gets hard. When you get to a question where you've got multiple variations, right? The only way to really get through that is to take the character in your head down each of those roads and see where it leads you and see where it feels the most correct, right? So, you know, the clam, maybe one of the roads is how does it, so there's a call to adventure that a hero's journey hero has, okay? And that's where the story just takes off from. It's their call to their mission, right? So this clam, what is this clam's mission thing going to be? We don't even have to know what the mission is yet, but what is the thing that gets them out of their everyday life? What is that catalyst? So maybe for this clam, it's one of three things. Maybe it gets eaten and then taken somewhere. Maybe it gets blown up by a whale tail up onto the seashore. Maybe, I don't like involving humans, so I'm avoiding humans at all costs. Maybe it gets caught on some seaweed that's going down the river. Maybe it's in a river, not an ocean. I don't know. But either way, so those are three scenarios that clam could potentially be called to adventure with. So you need to follow that then. Okay, so let's say it went with the seaweed, it went down the stream, and then it ends up at this this seaside village where there is an otter. There's an otter. It's an otter village, okay? And this clam gets picked up by this otter, and this otter's trying to break open the clam to eat it. And it's like, man, this is a really hard clam. So maybe the otter takes the clam to its friend or brother or something, and then you can introduce other characters that way and stuff like that. That's how you tell a story. You know, you're following this clam's journey, and already, what do we know about the world? There's otters, there's villages. What does it look like? Well, that's when you can actually start designing the things around it. See how the character actually starts fleshing out everything around it based on what happens to it. It's not the world taking its, you know, its attributes and imbuing the character with it. It's the other way around. It's built around the characters, okay? That's something that's, I feel like, completely just misunderstood in writing, is just world building is not just sitting down and making all these decisions about the world. And I feel like that's where people turn off. They don't want to write stories anymore. They get really into the world building and don't ever actually write the story. And it's just more of a hindrance than it is something fun. Like, everybody I know who refers to world building as this thing, they get caught up in it and they never actually write their stories. I've known tons of these people, tons of them. And it's like, don't worry about that. Worry about your characters. First and foremost, your characters. So that's basically what Journey June is like. And so in the past 2 years, we've done this, and it's been really great for people. The other thing is that at the end of Journey June, if you finish it, you earn a publishing class. And the publishing class is me and my partner teach you how to take your story and finish it. We teach you to make a physical book, how to do that, where to do that, how much is it going to cost, how many copies should you get, things like that. We teach you that. The other thing is how to do a digital book. Do you not have a lot of money? That's okay. You can do it digitally and still make some money. That's the easiest way to do it. And then the in-between thing is to make a zine, which is basically, do you have a printer? Okay, you can make your own physical copies of the books, obviously not at the very nice quality as a perfect bound book or staple bound, like professionally done, but it's still an option, and it's more important that you finish that book completely. Have it in your hands, or at least in a complete form online that you can show people, so that when you say that you have stories and somebody's like, oh cool, can I see it? You can say yes. We got so tired of having friends and knowing people where they're like, oh, I have so many stories, and you're like, oh cool, let me see them, and they're like, I can't, I don't have them done. It's like, my response to that is that you don't have stories. You don't. They're not stories. They're ideas for stories. It may be somewhat along, but it's not a story yet. Once it's done, then you've got a story, you know? So anyway, so that's Journey June, basically. So that's the bare bones of it. So this is the 3rd year of it. So we're adding a level 2. So we noticed in the beginning, we basically followed the hero from their start, their call to adventure, and follow them the whole way through. Advanced level 2 is going to implement a lot more layering, okay? Because some hero's journeys don't just follow the character all the way through, right? Like, if you picture it like a camera, they're just following the hero, right? Some interject other parts of the story, and you do have to kind of know what you're doing to be at this level, to do this. Because level 1, it's easier to think about just this one character, what they're doing at this one time, you know, all this stuff. But when you have to start thinking further in the story and bring it to the beginning of the story, that's a little harder. But we're introducing that slowly, softly with level 2. Wow. Wow, that's my first spam person. That's crazy. Goodbye. Okay, so. Thank you, Megan. Do both, Dennis. Do both digital and physical. You'll get a lot more reach that way. And there are different demographics. So there's a demographic that prefers digital books because they don't like a lot of physical things taking up their space, right? And then there's another demographic that likes physical books. I'm of the demographic where I like both. But at this point in my life, I'm preferring more digital. But regardless, you know, digital you keep on a low price, physical's higher. And depending on the quality, how many pages, what it's about, all that kind of stuff, you're going to change your price. Anyway, we talk about that in our self-publishing class and what else. So you actually earn a class You earn to learn. We say it's stupid. But yeah. Anyway. But yeah, Dennis, if you have questions, let me know. The most important thing is to get it written. You can't edit something that doesn't exist, right? Right. Spam, you have arrived. I'm there. Yes. Yes. So anyway, if anybody has any questions on Journey June, let me know. We have had so much fun in the past with it. It's been just great. We've been helping people. The other thing is, too, if you end up actually making your book, digital, physical, what have you, we will pimp it for you. So we'll have a Journey June webpage that has, like, it's kind of like a hub for everybody who's finished it and actually made a story. And we have 3 to date now that we can put up, that we can say, hey, these people did these based on Journey June, you know, and go check it out. 3 at least now that have physical, actual published things. And it's awesome. Self-publishing is more important right now for anybody who's starting out than actually getting published. I can guarantee you it's going to be very difficult to get published in any sense right now. So you should really lean more on just doing it yourself. However you can do it. Point is just to do it, you know. But regardless, it's been pretty cool. Like seeing that people actually have taken what we've done and, you know, they've learned from it and they've made books and they've been really good. Like one of them that we got the first year actually it was pretty cool. $9,000? Homie, no way. First of all, you need 40 pages to even get perfect bound. Okay? Have you... Yeah, self-publishing is good, but have you worked with any websites at all? Because almost all of them have a minimum of 40 pages to get a perfect bound. So right now you're looking at about at like a saddle stitch, which should not be $9,000. I don't know who your editor is or what they're doing, but that is ridiculous. No. My Pets and Armor books. Here, hold on. Okay, and for those that don't know, saddle stitched is when it's staple bound, and perfect bound is when it's like glued on the binding, right? So this book is 116 pages without the cover inside and out. So it's chunky and it's full color, right? Full color. One of these is like $5 to make, something like that. I can order 30 of these for like $300, which if you order 100 of them, it's gonna be cheaper. It's gonna make it cheaper. I just did test copies right now, but depending on what you order, and then if you order saddle stitched, which is, you know, like this with the staple bound, it's even cheaper. You can get this down to $1 a book. Okay, so I don't know what your people, where they're getting their numbers, but oh my god. Is it Jason Flowers? Was he doing a lot of fan art and stuff? God, don't listen to him. Hey, Uwu. Okay. Oh, he's a writer. Okay, so that's another thing. I mean, if he's just an author and he's not an artist and he's just getting novels printed, that's different too. So, I mean, it depends, but comic books. Oh, you're doing comic books. If you want, I can get Gabe in here and you could actually ask him. Hi, NHL fan. Actually, I wonder if Gabe is in here. Hold on. Oh, it's to pay for the art. Okay. Yeah, $9K to pay for art, that's different. I thought you meant for the books. Sorry. I must have not read that right. Thank you, Gabe. Let me reread that. I feel like an ass. Well, Gabe, you'll have to tell him if that... shoot you an email if you miss anything? Oh, man. You'll have to rewatch it. Well, now I feel like a jerk because I read that wrong. Thanks, Gabe. Celestine, hi. Welcome. I'm good, NHL fan. How are you? Hold on. My desk is so messy right now. Hold on. I need pastels. Okay. Does anyone start something new since quarantine? Like tried something you've always wanted? God, I wish. Man, I wish. There's so many things I'd like to do, but I never have free time. I have so many ideas for sculpts and things that I want to do. I can't do them. Man, this looks totally different. Actually, that's not so bad. Huh. What about you, Emily? Have you? Do you have any old clothes that you could use, Serenity? Like, kind of tear them up and use them for some fun fabric or something? It's really weird to think back on the days where I'd come home from work and just be able to do whatever I wanted. That's a really weird thought to me now. Like, I feel like I squandered so much that I could have just done, you know, when I got home, because now there is no coming home from work and I'm working all the time, you know, like I don't really get time off or anything like that. It's crazy. Oh, that's good, Emily. Oh, really? Oh, Serenity, I'm sorry. I understand. I'm getting more and more to the point where I don't wear any of my old clothes anymore. And by old clothes, I just mean like business casual clothes that I used to wear to work. Like, I just don't wear them because I don't go into any like businessy type meetings or anything. I have absolutely zero use for them now, because if I go out, I'm gonna dress in, something comfy that I want to wear, and I don't necessarily want to wear business cash stuff if I don't have to, so, why even, I don't know. Oh man, hoodies. Hoodies are so good though. Love me some hoodies. I'll tell you what I would do if I had time from quarantine, if I was one of those lucky folks. I would probably start up my secondary, I wanted to start a crafting account, because I used to craft a lot. I used to do a lot of jewelry when I had like hobby time. Haven't for a long time, but so I probably would dig my heels into that a bit more. Welcome to freelance life. All you wear is PJs and hoodies. I'm wearing my PJ pants underneath this dress. I'm just wearing this dress for the top portion. Man. Like, all my clothes have been swapped out for PJs. It's funny because now everybody kind of can see what it's like being a freelancer. Like, I don't want to wear legit clothing if I'm not going out, Like, why would I put on jeans and, like, waste their durability, so to speak, when I'm not even going to see anybody? Like, for me, changing clothes doesn't put me in a certain mindset. I know some people who freelance, like, they need to get in their clothes and act like they're going to work and get to their desk. I am not this person. I need to be comfortable at all times to do my best work. And because of that, I don't want to wear jeans. I don't want to wear anything that I find uncomfortable, So that's kind of how I work. And it sucks because every time I see all these, like, how to be more successful at home and, how to freelance like a boss, it's always one of the number one things is to change what you're wearing, to get yourself in the right mindset to work at home, and, blah, 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 blah. Mm-mm. Not for me, homie. Not for me. Like, I'm cozy in a hoodie. I'm not thinking of how I look. I'm not feeling different things that are, like, negative. Because if I'm wearing... Full transparency, if I'm wearing jeans and I'm sitting down, my belly is hanging over my jeans. Do I want to do my art when I can, focus on that? No. I'm gonna start beating myself up mentally and be like, why aren't you working out right now? Why don't you go work out for 2 hours instead of 1 hour today? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? So I would rather not be reminded of stupid things like that. So I cannot do that. I'd rather wear something that is totally keeping my mind off everything. I also don't wear makeup. Like, this is the first time I actually had fun putting on makeup, I think, in months. The last couple times I've done it just because I had to, because I'm seeing you people, but even wear them in summer. I try to wear them in summer, but I just sweat like a nasty thing. Okay, I think I'm ready to do another card. So this will probably be up on my website at some point if somebody likes this and wants to nab it. Otherwise, if somebody wants to claim it now, you can. I'm actually going to make this gold. Otherwise, I'm going to put it up there. I think I'm going to do a little bit more color punching with it, but otherwise, I think we're basically there. Yeah, so the gold, there we go. Alright. New card. New card. I had a craving to draw a snail, and now I have, so that's good. What else do I have a craving to draw? Twice in your life? Wow. Lucky. I'm really glad I don't have to wear it day to day, though. It used to really screw with my skin super badly, and like, oh my god, and I had eczema and all this nasty stuff on my face, so it didn't work out well for me. But now it's like Twitch, you've got people looking at you, potentially, you know, up to 100 at times, depending on how many times you get rated, so I'm the face of my business. I have to sometimes, but most of the time I'm not gonna. Makeup is a lie. It is. Actually, Gabe tells me he doesn't like the makeup. He's like, it looks fake. No matter how you do it, it looks fake. Because he knows what I look like normally, so I guess it only works if somebody doesn't know what you look like. Sorry if that made anybody else yawn. Alright. What did I want to do? I kind of want to draw something with long hair. Maybe a candle. Something with a candle. Maybe a gourd. I haven't done crystals in a while. It's funny because since I've known Gabe so long, there was a point where Gabe was very superficial. And I think he was one of those guys that like didn't like fatties and stuff. Gabe, you can chime in if I'm wrong. But he was materialistic and superficial. And now that I know him, he's different. So that's good. So I would not have stuck around for that. I mean, those kind of people in general, I can't deal with. You know, maybe just a mouse with a crystal. Maybe another horizontal one. Maybe not a mouse. Yeah. I wanted something simple though. He's got a crystal on his back, and I also wanted, maybe it's not a mouse though. Am I? What's the really real stuff? Isn't it all really real stuff? I mean, also I do that normally. You don't now, Gabe, but you used to. Admit that you used to be a lot more superficial. No hamsters. Anyway, let's see. I kind of want to draw another snail. I don't want this to be the snail stream. Yeah, I know you're materialistic, but you used to be superficial. You were very caught up in looks, we'll say. What's a crystal bug? Is that a real thing, Serenity? Ooh, now you got me thinking about bugs. Oh, caterpillars. Wait, I want to do a caterpillar. Hold on. Oh, man. If I did, it would look like a tree hopper. I love tree hoppers. Maybe I'll do a tree hopper. They are the fucking cutest. They're just this portly little thing. Yeah, screw it. I'll do a crystal bug, Serenity. How about that? Crystal bug. But seriously, it's going to be a tree hopper, because tree hoppers are amazing. Also, Simon, welcome. How'd you find me? Oh. I have homework to do. Simon, you went to school with me at AI? Did I know you? Or are you here with Gabe? Gabe's AI. You went to school with me? Were we in the same classes? Oh, good, Jazzy. I'm so glad. So I use a regular white Prismacolor Premier pencil, and then I do a lot of mixed media, and this one is actually a Carbothello, which is a pastel pencil. So if you don't want the graininess of the colored pencils, you can use pastel pencils. And I was able to push back this value because of the pastel pencil. And I just kind of, smooth it over. Yeah, my streams are usually not very filtered. They're not filtered, and I'm usually talking about something kind of controversial sometimes, or I'm yelling at people for not doing their art. So, I mean, either way, there's some drama. But it's not bad drama. I don't think it's decent. Oh, Alicia! Yeah, oh man, okay. Shit. So you knew Joe, too. Alicia Reese. Trying to think of who else was in that crew. I did know Ivy. I picture her now, but we never got to talk much. That's so crazy. How'd you re-find me? That's nuts. Oh, you were in web development. Okay. That makes sense then. Yeah. The animators. We're all... we all crazy. Do I want him to be somewhat crystal? Or do I want... Yeah, I should probably do that. That's awesome. I'm trying to think if I had any classes with you. I apologize for not remembering right away. Well, that's interesting. I don't get to meet many of the AI people anymore. So are you in web now? Like, are you using your degree? And if not, are you at least happy with what you are doing? Which is more important than using a degree. I used mine for about 10 years. I still kind of use it now and then, but now I'm doing my own thing because you realize not everything was kind of what you wanted it to be. Okay, had to find a reference for some crystals. Gotta get that shine. Oh, your name's Nick. Oh. Wait, no, that's a different Nick. You might have to whisper me your last name or something. I might remember that way. God, how long ago was college? 13 years ago? That's good. Hey, good for you. Well, I mean, every job is pretty cool sometimes and not other times, right? I don't think there's any job really where you're always going to be like, yeah, this is the best thing ever, like every single day. At some point, there's going to be, hard times. So as long as you're mostly satisfied, I think that's good. Don't remind me. Yeah, it was a little bit ago, huh? Little bit ago. Sorry, you probably came in at a bad time when I was pulling fake punches at my boyfriend. Don't worry, he's a good guy. I just like to razz him. I'm gonna be honest, since this is kind of off the cuff, this isn't gonna be the best fusion of these things, but, whatever. I still fucking love tree hoppers, though. Oh my god. Next to woolly bears and pill bugs, they're probably my next favorite. They've gotta be. These things. Look at this damn thing. Look at how cute this fucker is. Look. I don't even know if this is his eye, but I'm gonna just impose what I want to here because I am in love. It is adorable. Anyway. So we're going full tree hopper on this biatch. So then I will have him on some stones, because that would make sense being around that. Right? Oh, I love tree hoppers. And the name! How are they not more popular? If tree hoppers become popular, you were here first. You saw me. It's recorded. Oh god, I keep hearing our Discord. Is our Discord blowing up? Oh yeah, welcome to the Discord, guys. Thanks for joining. It's pretty low-key. For the most part. Our Discord is not very hoppin', but I kind of like it that way. It's like kind of in passing, you think of something, you want to share something. So I have friends who have really crazy busy Discords, and I just, like, no one can really talk to each other. It's almost like a really busy chat. I don't know. Everything seems to get lost, and it's just too busy. I'm kind of glad I don't have that. Alright, I think I've got the base down. You got it, Emily. I will let you know. Gabe, are you still here? Can you turn up the heat? I'm really cold. Like really, really cold. Thank you. Let's see, what other fun questions could we ask each other? I live for this kind of crap. If you could eat one kind of ice cream flavor for the rest of your life, what would it be? I'm just gonna admit that's a really hard question. Because I don't think I can even think of it. Does Chancho need to go out?
Chancho?
Hi, honey. Do you gotta go outside? Do you want to go outside? Go backyard? Go backyard. Good boy. Go backyard.
Come.
It's funny because I get so acclimated with my hoodie that when I'm not wearing my hoodie, I'm just like super cold. Like super cold. It's like my second skin. I'm glad, Emily. I'm glad you're here. Really, I am. I love having you on here. Peppermint. Butter pecan. Oh, you're like Gabe. Gabe would say butter pecan too. I'm probably stuck between cookie dough, cookies and cream, and Oreo. But cookies and cream is basically Oreo. So cookie dough and Oreo. Basically. Emily, do you get to crochet while you're watching? And then for any devoted dandelions that are on here from my Patreon, if you guys ever think of something else too you want to add to your list, please just tell me. Because there's going to be a point where, you know, I've gone through everything you've told me already and, you know, I'll want some more, I guess, inspiration. So whenever you think about it, shoot it at me. So it'll help.
Chancho, come on. Chancho, come. Hey, let's go. Come. Chancho.
Oh, buttercon, frozen custard. Oh my god. Oh, that was nice of you to do the face masks. Oh yeah, oh god. Oh, Simon. I know Nick, but I'm gonna call you Simon so people know who I'm talking to. I forgot to say Cherry Garcia. That's like my other go-to. Yeah, Ben and Jerry's. I love it. So for my curious collectors on my Patreon for February, I had sent out a recipe to make ice cream bread. And I had made it a few times before I sent it out to make sure it was good, because I don't want to send it to people if it sucks. But I made it probably 4 or 5 times. It's so good. You can use any type of like ice cream that's got some basically milk or eggs in it. I think you can use Halo Top too, but I don't know how that works. But yeah, you mix together ice cream and self-rising flour. Bam, you got ice cream bread. It's awesome. No, Serenity, I don't think I've ever had peppermint ice cream. Honestly, I don't know how that would taste. Probably good. I'm guessing you like chocolate mint things, don't you, Serenity? Oh, do they, Emily? God, Ben & Jerry's just nails it. The only time that they've ever been bad, in my opinion, is they took the Cherry Garcia and tried to make, I think it was a dairy-free version, and it did not match up. Because usually I'm good about, you know, going away from the dairy things, but oh boy. I see, Serenity. Do you like pistachio? I love pistachio ice cream too. I love ice cream. My dad also kind of raised me on taking ice cream and putting cereal on the ice cream. So I have this really terrible, awesome dessert that I have sometimes, and it's real bad for you. Like taking the Reese's Puffs cereal and putting that on either chocolate cereal or vanilla, a really good like vanilla bean or French vanilla. Oh, French vanilla. Oh my God. And that's what I'm talking about, Emily. Yeah, that version does not, compared to the dairy version, it is not as good. Because I tried to switch to that and I was like, oh. I think it's because I know the other version. That one was like, ooh. But I bet there are other ones that maybe don't have dairy equivalents are probably pretty good. I feel like when they're starting from a place, like a scratch place where they haven't already made something, then it, you know. Anyway. Yes. Yes. Moose tracks. Yes. That would make sense, Emily, yeah. Yeah, Alex, that's good too. Damn. So Gabe screwed up once and he got this one. He either screwed up or he just got this because Moose Tracks was gone. But he got something called Deer Tracks. And I was like, what is this? And it's... Chancho, what are you doing? Come here, honey. You want to come up for a minute? You want to come up? Come here. Come here. Turn up. Oh, this is my little man. But he got Deer Tracks instead of Moose Tracks. And it's vanilla ice cream. I know my breath is really bad. I'm so sorry. It's vanilla ice cream with chocolate and peanut butter chunks. And I think there's some caramel. I can't remember now. Yeah, I don't remember what's in it, but you okay? Do you want to hang out? Yeah. You can hang out. He's such a good boy. He usually just stays put. You gonna be here while I draw? Is this really what you want? Here, I'll move this closer. Is that okay? You okay, Chancho? There. Oh, I get the sniffs. Thank you. Oh, you adjusting? Here. Ugh. There you go. Here, put your paw up here. There you go. How's it? You comfy? You can see all my rig now. And my wire. Usually I would say don't ink with a dog in your lap, but no, I still say that. Don't ink with a dog in your lap. No, Moose Tracks has chocolate ice cream. Deer Tracks has vanilla ice cream. From what I remember. Because that's why I was mad, because Gabe brought home Deer Tracks, and it was vanilla instead of chocolate. And I was like, no. It's vanilla? Then what is the difference between Deer Tracks and Moose Tracks? Now I'm confused. Because our Moose Tracks is chocolate. The one we get. Gabe, isn't it? Isn't Moose Tracks chocolate? Isn't that what I was like, what about? Now my whole reality is crumbling. Okay, cause yeah, I get the chocolate one, and then Gabe got the other kind that didn't have chocolate, and I was like, what? This ice cream is bullshit. You sure you don't want to stay in the game room with Papa? You sure? Y'all make me think I'm going crazy. Gabe, do you want to come get Chancho? Oh my god, Talenti. Oh my god. That's the kind Gabe always gets the butter pecan. It's so good. It's stupid. So good. And I like their containers. I keep their containers because they're nice little plastic jars. This dog is a cat. Like, 100%. He just lays around. No, Alex, don't give in. Fight it. Yeah, it's a screw top, right? And I keep that for like random things. Reuse that. I feel like not a lot of ice creams are screw top, and damn it, they should be. Seriously. I think it's whatever's more natural, Jazzy. As long as your legs, I think, are at a 90-degree angle and your arms are at a certain angle. I forget which the arms should be at. But, like, sometimes I'll use it at a easel angle, but other times flat. But I think for your neck's sake, doing it flat is a bad idea. However, you can sit straight up and have your legs at basically a 90-degree angle. Because you don't want, if it's flat, your neck is going like this a lot. And I think that's really gonna screw up your posture. And that's why I stopped drawing things flat, because my neck was just killing me. You fall asleep? I think you're falling asleep. You got heavier. He gets heavier when he falls asleep. Okay, I'm making up the rest of this bug, because I've used the resource material as much as I can, I think. You right? I'm trying to decide if I want to draw on the striations and the wings, or if I want to hint at those some other way. You have really stinky breath. Like really, really stinky breath. Gabe! Can you come get Chancho? I had asked earlier, but you didn't respond. He just sits next to me, and I think he'd rather be with you. And irresponsible. I think if you eat enough ice cream to throw up, you're probably being a bit irresponsible, yeah. I'm gonna do this upside down real quick. Chancho, don't move. Don't move, Mama's inking, don't move. Does Butters need to go? Yeah. Thank you. That's good then. That's good, Jazzy. Yeah, if you threw up from ice cream, that'd be bad. I have a lot of lines going on here, so trying not to confuse myself. Favorite candies that not chocolate. Oh, where did my top of my pen go? Oh no. Oh. Ha ha ha. Let's see. Favorite candy that's not chocolate. Why can't I think of candy right now? Oh, hot tamales. Hands down. I don't know why it took me so long to think of that. I like hot tamales. I'm probably alone here, but cinnamon candy is pretty good. Or like, they're chewy cherry circle spheres that are filled with kind of like a, it's not a liquid, maybe it is a liquid. It's syrup? I don't know, but they're sold in candy aisles where you can usually fill your own bag. I don't know what they're called. Cherry bombs? I don't know. I can't do grape either. I can't do grape at all. And banana, artificial banana? No, pass. Ugh. I like coffee too, Serenity. Oh man. Coffee is good. I just got actually hardcore into coffee this year, where I'm finally grinding my own beans and stuff. There's nothing like it. It is special. Butters is losing her shit. Cream savers? What are cream savers? I like creamsicles or dreamsicles, like the ice cream. Those are good. Yeah. Agreed, Emily. What is a cream saver? Gabe, what's a cream saver? Do you know?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's like a lifesaver, but creamy.
Ew, what? Really?
Yeah, they're good. They're really good. They're good. I like them.
Oh.
It was like Werther's original.
Oh, I like Werther's. Yeah.
It was like that, but imagine like orange cream and strawberry cream.
Oh, that wouldn't be so bad. Hi, Bruni.
Oh,
Hi. What do you want? Don't you start barking. You get out of here. Why? They sound familiar, but I can't place it. Oh, those. Okay. Yes. Alex, yes. I do like those. Those are pretty good. Those are nice. And then there are those cough drops that Luden's makes that are like cherry flavored. Those aren't cough drops, homies. Those are candy. And they taste good. And I like them. But they are not cough drops. No way. Alright. I think I might do like teal colors for this. Teal and blue. Let me get out. Man, I screwed up that wing really bad. Let's do teal colors. Yeah, I think they have strawberry too. But like Luden's has like lemon ones and cherry ones, but the cherry ones, it's like, that's not a cough drop. I don't care who you are, that's not a cough drop. A lot of this is going to get covered up once I start shading it, so I'm just getting down base colors right now. I'll probably go when this one's done. Oh man, Bruni's gone into vacuum mode. Favorite fruit? Cherry. First and foremost, cherry. But actual fruit to eat, like cherry flavored anything I'll do. But favorite actual fruit to eat is between apples, oranges, strawberries, kiwi, pineapple. I like a lot of them. There isn't much fruit or food I don't like, honestly. Underwater or in a treehouse? Ooh, treehouse, but not far off the ground. I have a fear of heights. Oh yeah, well, real watermelon. I like real watermelon, hell yeah. Like when you get a good piece of watermelon, hot damn. Mmm, this is good. What are you doing, Bruni? Are you doing something with her?
No, she got a 40.
Huh?
You got a 40.
Oh. Oh yeah, Peach. Oh man. Peach is so hard to find. Hi, Butters. What can I do for you? You gotta wait, honey. These dogs like taking, like, turns getting on my lap. I always have a dog waiting to get on my lap. Kind of funny. Yeah, Peach is good. Peach is very good. However, ever had a Peach thing that really fails? That sucks. That sucks. Oh man, Peach ice cream though, where they have the little flecks of real peach in there. Oh. Speak it fluently. Latin. If I could actually speak Latin. I know that's hard, but it's probably useless, but I don't really need a language to learn because I don't feel like I go anywhere. I don't know. Or maybe Welsh. Or Gaelic, rather. Sorry, Gaelic. Damn! Be cool! Oh, bye, Jazzy. Thanks for coming. Bruni, that was dramatic. Oh, there you go. Serenity. That works. Is it Saturday? Oh, thank God it's Saturday. I just had that moment where it's like, oh no, is it Sunday? I have to go pack a lot of crap to ship out. It's funny because when you're freelance, you have to kind of work in your work even as a fun thing. So like, today is, like I call it a day off, even though it's not a day off. Because I worked really hard on something super intensive yesterday. So that means today I get to have fun, which means to pick a job that I still have to do that isn't as, like, intense. So I'm probably going to finish up Patreon, ATCS, and do Curious Collector stuff. But it's like, it's funny when, you know, you are always working so that your fun stuff is reserved for when you need fun. It's just silly. But true. Hi, DHT. Oh, these are just regular markers. So these are alcohol markers. You can also get water-based markers as well. But the water-based actually work more like watercolor if you're looking to actually put it down on paper and then change it after the fact. because you can usually use a water-based marker, put it down, and then use water on it immediately and kind of make it look like watercolor. But the alcohol markers you cannot do that with. And you can refill if you have Copics. I have Prismacolors, which don't ask me why. In the year 2020, they do not have a way to refill these. Don't even know. But if you have Copics, you can. So the alcohol ones, the Prismacolors, I have to rebuy once they're dead. I don't know why. I have tried to switch over to Copics, but like this. So Copics are shaped more like this. They're more like a rounded rectangle shape. I hate how that feels. And Prismacolors are round. So I'm guessing that's the only reason I never fully switched over. Did you miss any good info? Nah. I mean, you could rewatch it later because these are archived either on Twitch, or if it's been a while, I forward them to my YouTube. So you can watch me when I first started streaming if you want. I've been to Ireland. I can't believe I could say that. I've been to Ireland. It's amazing. I love it. I've been to England. I was gonna go back to England this summer, but we know how that's going. No, don't ever buy the Winsor Newton markers. They're a trap. They basically made those as a cash grab. Because you have to use them with their paper for them to work appropriately. And that is not okay. And they're expensive. Like, don't buy them. Do not. We actually went to that Trinity Library in Ireland. That was, whoa. It was so cool. Cosplay question. Do you attach your ears for stream or just let them rest? I mean, what would you do if they weren't real? Since they obviously are. Well, wait, do you attach them just for rest? I mean, what would you do if they weren't real? I always tell kids when they're like, how did your ears get so long? I'm like, you pull on them a little bit every day, and eventually they'll get this long after thousands of years being an elf and whatever. Oh, the library was awesome. It was so cool. Actually, flying into Ireland is super cheap. As far as flights are concerned. It's super cheap. I don't know why Winsor Newton's so weird like that, but believe me, it's a lot of they're just weird. Like how they interact. They're like paint markers, like actually paint markers. Closer to that than like these kind of markers. If you have any marker questions, let me know. But hey, Gabe, Bruni, go see Papa. You want to call Bruni? She's got a messy mouth. Am I in a different location, DHT? No. Same hole. Same as I always have. Every Tuesday. Hey, there you go, Dennis. Well, let me know if you have any questions. I can probably help you guys out, even though I've got a wire in my scene right now. Honestly, Winsor Newton, like, I'd say their best stuff is their paint. Gabe, would you agree?
Yep.
Yeah. Just stick with Winsor Newton paint. It's what they're good at. When they try to branch out, it's like, oh. Yeah, it's basically a lock-in. Yeah. Today's your birthday, DHT? Whatever. Happy birthday. That's crazy. Did you do anything fun? Gabe, it's DHT's birthday.
Happy birthday, buddy.
I hope you did something fun, DHT. Had dinner, got back into streaming due to cable internet. Hey! Oh, yeah, C19 on this. That's okay. You're 41. Well, you don't look it, buddy. You're doing good. Hi, Christina! You know what, Serenity? That might be actually pretty normal. Because I think normally I'm seeing what you guys say a couple minutes after what I say. I think that's how it works. They are so simple. They can be. I'm going to use a paint marker, I think, on this part. Unless you get up to, like, Super Bowl numbers where they're using the M's and the L's and the X's and... Well, the X's, I guess, are just tens, but... Like, M's I think are harder. Because that's, what, thousands? Are M's thousands? No, I can't remember.
M is 100.
It's 100?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or no, it might be 50.
No, I thought it was...
25.
Because think of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, no, but they do like X, whatever. I think it's 25.
Oh, it might be. Actually, you're right.
I mean,
I think that
football
sounds
hasn't been
familiar.
around for that.
Millions, yeah, I don't know what I meant by millions. I was thinking of years when you see the year written out, but now I can't even recall what that looks like, so don't even listen to me. Don't listen to me. Misinformation everywhere. I highly suggest anyone Google anything I ever say before actually committing to it as actual truth. Americans are stupid. We are. Dennis says hi, Gabe.
Hello.
Yeah, feel free to pick his mind on comics. He's free for that. Sorry about earlier. I totally thought you meant the books were 9K. And I was like, But Gabe said you meant art, so now that makes sense, I guess. Depending on your artist, though. Like, that's gonna change depending on who you talk to. Like 24 pages for 9K? Gabe, is that a bit much? That's more than you get, isn't it? Gross, Bernie. Because, like, an issue for you is like 20, isn't it?
I mean, that's like...
Oh, is that about what you get?
Well, no, I mean, that's like $3.75 per page.
That's a really good rate?
I'm saying, like, if that's, like... I guess if you do, like...
Like, he must have a professional artist, then. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're doing, like, 200 a page and then...
I mean, if the artist is doing everything, too.
If the artist is doing everything, they're getting... That's, like, really good rates. Like,
Yeah.
That's really good. That's like DC and Marvel rates.
Right, and that's why I'm wondering, because he found him at Dragon Con.
Yeah. But I mean, typically, like, if it's like an image book,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the artist is making 100. Color is 50. The writer is probably not making anything at all because they get, money from, like owning the project.
Right.
And then inks is like 20 and 30. Lettering is around the same.
Thank you, Serenity. Wait, so M is 1,000. I was right. Ha! Yeah. I think the Super Bowl is like LL something. Including production costs, not just the artist. Oh, okay. Plus the letter. You'd have to break it down for Gabe and ask him if it's legit. Because, I don't know.
Yeah, because I don't know. I mean, production costs can also mean...
distribution, even?
Well, no, I mean, production costs could be also the artist. That's a production cost.
Well, no, that's what he said. But, like, Bruni, this is why you weren't out here earlier. Because you're being a crier. There's no crying on stream, Moo. There's no crying on stream. We just don't want you to get hosed, Dennis. That's all.
Especially if the art is mediocre.
Yeah, especially if the art is mediocre. Which, I mean, if you like the style, I guess that's one thing. But, you know, for that price, though, you should be getting something pretty good. And this is not my best gem I've done. Getting there. Gems are tough. I feel like you can have a good gem day and a bad gem day. Like I made a book once that looked pretty good made out of gems, but right now I'm just sucking. Sucking. So no, level 2 is going to have a couple different prompts in it that are going to, so you're going to have like day 1 or day 16, whatever, and it's going to have the level 1 stuff. And then you're going to swipe and you'll be able to see what level 2s would be. So, because there are some things in level 1, it's like, it's nice to have, but you don't necessarily need it, you know? And those are the ones we'll probably replace with level 2 stuff. Because primarily level 2 is working the villain in at an earlier time. Because the normal basic run-through doesn't ever mention the villain. Like, it's just the hero goes on the journey, you know, and then they meet the villain at the end. Right? Well, in this scenario, it would be more cinematic, where a lot of the hero's journeys that are in films and in movies and stuff, they're like, they show the villain even in the first scene, some of them. You know, and then they introduce the hero later on. I can think of like 3 movies off the top of my head that do that. So we wanted to take that route a little bit more because that makes it more interesting. And after doing 2 years of the other way, it's like, okay. And we both partook in telling the stories both years. So by the 3rd year, we're like, it feels too basic. So I'm glad for that, because now we can actually project how we're feeling about the project as the other people might be, and to make it into what we, you know, would think somebody at this point in time like us think about that, if that makes sense. So for the most part, though, the level 1 prompts, I think, will stay the same.
Can't wait for the people that are like, oh, I can do level 2.
I'm not going to let anybody do level 2 that hasn't done level 1. That's going to be one of the things. Like, you can't do level 2 unless you've done level 1.
Or if you can, like, show us, yo, this is my story that I've already made.
Well, I mean, if they want the publishing class,
Yeah.
and they've never made a story before, they have to do level 1.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Good, DHT. You've been working on that for a while. Yeah, Serenity, we definitely will. So May, we're going to be spreading the word a bit like we always do, and we're going to be having workshops too. So a hero workshop and, you know, good practices, things like that. And, you know, by June, we'll be ready to rock. And we'll have, you know, people on board and stuff, hopefully. In the past, I don't want to say we've kind of thrown it together, but we've been so busy. And granted, we still are, but we've at least done this, you know, 2 other years where we know what to expect. So we'll try to plan around that a bit better this time around. And I've always wanted to have more. I'm going to probably do a lot more streaming on Instagram Live for the people that follow Journey June. Because having people come from one platform to another is pulling teeth. Especially when you don't have the swipe up feature, because you only get that after like 10,000 followers. I don't have that on my thing. So, because of that, I'm just going to go to where the people are. So if our people are mainly on Instagram, I'll do Instagram Live there. But yeah, we'll announce stuff. I'm sad though, I really wanted to do it again. The past 2 years were fun. The first year was the most fun, honestly. In my opinion. I had a character I was really jonesing on, and I enjoyed her story a lot. Yeah, Serenity. You know us. You can do it, honestly, you can do Journey June at any point in the year. The only point to doing it in June is to A, get the class potentially, B, cash in on the hashtag and try to find people and have people find you, and C, to just be part of that happening, at the same time. Because there is something to actually, partaking in an event that, a bunch of people are at the same time. But yeah, otherwise, if you don't care about any of that, all the stuff's online. You can just go do Journey June whenever you want. We highly recommend it. Practice your stories whenever you can. Use the hero's journey as a starting point. Because once you've done the hero's journey a bunch of times, or, you get used to writing, you don't need it anymore. It's really just, a starting point. Wow, this looks like it's gray. It's not. It's like green and blue and stuff. You can't see that. It's a little bit more colorful than on here. Ooh. I have to tint this later. Alright, I'll probably be ending in about 10-ish minutes. So I'm excited that you're going to be joining again, Serenity. I think that's great. Did you like it the first time you did it? I can't remember if you did or not. Yeah, I'm getting hungry. So also regarding markers and what Simon had mentioned earlier, if you want to get nice gradients and stuff, or if you're just starting with markers, I highly suggest getting the brush tip and not the chisel tip. The chisel tip is more for if you're going to be using, markers for like architectural things or a lot of rigid shape work. They're great for that, but if you're doing a lot of organics and you want a softer look, definitely get the brush tip. And you'll see that by the squiggly line that's on this side of the marker, and the fact the tip looks like this. Like it's like a brush. The chisel tips, oh god, this one's old. The chisel tips are a chisel tip, basically. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad that all helped. Gabe, the burner's burning, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have the oven on too?
Yep.
Oh. Maybe I'll do it darker in the background. I always seem to do it lighter in the background. I'll do it darker for once. Should have probably done it yellow, to be honest. Anybody else have a dog that just whines to whine? We do. Oh, this is running out too. This is so blown out on the fucking screen. That's a little better. Whining equals getting attention from Mama. It's true. So we try to just let her whine herself out, which that's like a thing you're supposed to do when they're puppies. And I mean, we basically had. It's just she's so whiny. It's like we make sure that when she whines, she doesn't get what she wants. But she still doesn't seem to learn. This needs more darkness to it. I need a brush pen. Gabe, do you have a black brush pen?
Yep.
Oh, can I use it?
And a brush.
Just like a large surfaces black pen.
I mean, like a felt tip or an actual brush.
Oh, a felt tip's fine. Megan, if you're still here, I don't think I fully understood your question. I feel bad. How are they different?
Their feet
Hmm?
were worn out.
Oh. Hmm.
I got a new one. It's new. Just, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Big difference. Yeah, the background will be darker, and I'll probably put in flecks of like shine so that you think there might be more gems in the back. But for right now, I don't have a black marker around me. I probably won't go full black, probably just like a couple shades darker than what it is right now. Oh, much better. There we go. this is a nice pen. Gabe, next time you order these, order me one.
Yeah. I got some extra ones I can. Right, you can just keep that one. I got two
Really?
others. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. That one's like brand new. I think I used it once.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, you sure?
Yeah.
Do you need it for comics?
No, I got two others.
You sure?
Yeah, and by the time I start inking, I'll have my jet pens over here.
Oh, right.
I think.
Rad! Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Gabe, is this just a Kuretake?
Yeah.
Serenity's asking what kind. Is it a specific Kuretake?
It's on the barrel. There's a serial number. Like a not serial number, but a model number.
Is it the L5110?
Yep.
L5110, or maybe it's an S. LS110, maybe? Good job, DHT.
They are not waterproof.
These are not waterproof, so use them after stuff.
But these are...
Oh, it looks red? Oh, no. Yeah, sorry. It's probably everything bouncing off this. Hold on, let me see if I can...
These are waterproof.
Oh, I don't need them.
No, I was just going to say.
You could send her a picture. I'm sure she'd, like...
I think she actually knows about these.
Serenity, do you know about the Kuretakes and, like, the water-soluble ones versus the non? I like them enough. I need to go in, though, more with some pastels and pump some of these values because I'm not happy with these colors. But anyway, any last minute questions before I sign off? Oh, of course, now I get a thing. Thank you for the host. Lamiocal? Thank you for the host. Oh, you don't get the waterproof ones in Germany? Is it lamb or lamel? Lame? Thank you, Pink Eye. I appreciate it. How are you guys doing? How was your stream, lamb? Lame? Lamel? Can't see. Is it? It is lame. Okay. Oh, Zingwing, thank you for the follow. Welcome. So, we're doing ATCs today. This was the first one. It is a snail fam. Basically homeschooling. This was a fun one to do. I don't know how a snail would drag a book, but man, this is fantasy and that's what's happening because I want it to be. Lego face. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Stream was awesome. Hey, that's great. How small is this? This small. They're trading card size. They're called ATCs, which stands for Artist Trading Cards. So this is kind of, I don't want to say it's an underground thing, but it's a lesser known way to get original art at a really reasonable price. So I do a lot of these for my Patreon. Got other ones up here too. So it's a thing, you know, it's a thing. So here's a cat one I did a while back. Got this mouse woman. She's sewing stuff. I got this bear. He's reading a book. He got a bee on top of his head. He's cute. Anyway. Right? Aren't they fun? Like, I made them for a while, and then I went away for probably about 2 years, and now I'm back doing them. Because they're fun. Thanks, y'all. I appreciate it. Yeah, they're a really, I'd like to say a relaxing thing to do. Bruni, chill. Because they're so small that it's like, you know, you can get the point across pretty quick. I do, Serenity. Thank you. I always seem to forget that. So yeah, those are all my social medias. My buddy Serenity never letting me fail. I love her for it. I usually stream every Saturday at 7 p.m. Central. So I'd like to try and stream more again. We used to stream like 6 days a week. And man, that is rough. I don't know if you've ever done that, but that is hard. So now I've only got enough time for 1 day a week, but I try to make it count. And if you get to my stream early enough, you can usually claim a spot to get an ATC. So that's a way to get them. If you don't want to become a patron at that level, you know. Gabe?
Yeah.
You handle it? Ugh. Forgot the command. It's okay. Serenity, I gotta make you a mod. Well, thank you, Lame. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like I said, I don't do it very often anymore. I don't know. It's one of those things. It's like, for a while, too, Twitch was just not as lucrative, I'll say. It seemed like because that giant exodus of all the gamers, that, you know, Ninja going to Mixer and the other guy going to Facebook, it's like, it just, I don't know, it really, I feel, hurt the whole, I don't know, the atmosphere here, you know? So, I don't know, bits and donations and all that aren't the same that they used to be, at least not on the art end. Maybe the gaming side hasn't changed at all, but the art side is a little bit different. God, you can't even see that. This is super green. What the heck? Super green. Oh my god. You know, I wonder if my background fabric is actually playing with this a bit. Anyway. Things did get really weird. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one to notice that too, because it was just so different than normal. With just, you know, who would show up, attitudes of things, like how Twitch is even handling stuff. Very strange. Very, very weird times. But yeah. So it didn't seem like worth the time to stream during then at full force, you know? You know what I mean, right? They really don't. Yeah. Hey, if you want to put in your social media art stuff, go for it. Pimp yourself out. But yeah, especially the art end of it, it's like we don't make them nearly as much money as the gamers, so. And the only way we can kind of dive into that side of things is to add gaming to our streams, but at the same time, I feel like those demographics do not cross over, so it's not like, you know, we gain anything by bringing over people who are gamers when they won't be around for our art streams, you know? So it's, I don't know. Twitch is a interesting beast, I'll say. I wish you guys could see the actual colors on this. Maybe this will show it. See, it's a lot more pumped. I don't know what's going on with my camera right now, but it's like washing out a lot of my colors. You're welcome. Yeah, we really do. And I feel like all of the art people, for the most part, on here know all the other art people, you know? But oh, cute. I like your little flame guy. Oh. Campfire Flamey. I love him. Oh, these are great. Oh, I like your little gravestone popsicle. That's really cool. You got some skills, homie. You should be proud. These are great. Oh, I like your little mug. These are awesome. Give me a photo. Well done. The demographics are hugely different, and it's not like, you know, even though I'm a gamer and my partner's a gamer, it's like we can't really use the same accounts for that stuff because those people won't want to follow us, you know, if we're not doing gaming all the time, you know? Lame, am I already following you? I might already be following you. Maybe? No. You're welcome. Yes, they split up creative too, and that's been super strange as well. Like you know? Yeah, the art community on here is fantastic. I've never been let down by the art community here. I mean, we've probably been streaming 4 years now on here, and we just keep meeting better and better people, greater artists. Like, no, it's a really, really supportive, nice community. The gaming side I can't speak to. Sometimes I get a troll that seems to just kind of stagger in here from the gaming side. It's like, no, bro, you're in the wrong spot. Waddles back out. I'll put some sparkles in the background. Yeah, sparkles. I'm glad you had a good stream. Sucks when you have a bad one. Hopefully few and far between. I think I might add some magic to this. There's not enough going on here. Not for me. I usually need a little bit more going on. So I have some... It's true, it is. And you know, I've thought about going over to YouTube, and I'd eventually like to, but the way YouTube's set up, it's hard, man. You gotta get like 1,000 people subbing to you before you even get to start making money on there, which I feel is just like a death trap. Like, you're gonna be working on stuff forever trying to get people in there. Well, maybe it's my left light that's making everything weird. Really, Serenity? You shouldn't be. Yeah, streaming can take a lot of time, and that's why we stopped streaming 6 days a week. It was ridiculous. It was really difficult. And not only that, but now they've made partner even harder to get. So it's like, did you guys even want us to, you know, do well here? Because partner's near impossible for any artist to reach. Unless you have a huge following that you bring over from somewhere else. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. So we kind of take this in stride now. We just do what we can when we're doing it. Maybe if we're doing some, you know, work anyway, just stream. Stuff like that. Serenity, I think you could do it. Don't be scared to. What do you got to lose? There's always going to be people better than you, but there's always going to be people worse than you too. So, don't worry about it. Just do you. That's all you can do. That's the one we can't get to. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Don't tell her not to. Come on. Serenity's good people. Yeah, the 75 is like the only one we haven't hit. The other ones it keeps like going over and over again. Like, yeah, you got it again. Yeah, you got it again. Yeah. 75. Nah, not this time. It's like, man. Oh, okay. You shouldn't fear it. Okay. I was like, dude, no. My sweet Serenity. Okay. Whew. Sorry. I read it wrong. But that made it like, whoa, drama. It's like, okay. Damn. My bad. I did that earlier in the stream too. Somebody had said something. I'm like, what? What do you mean? What? No. And then I went off on a thing for like 2 minutes. And then someone was like, no, he was talking about this. I'm like, oh, shit. All right. I was wrong then. All right, so, oh my god, it's 10:30. I was going to stop at 10. Does anybody have anything else they want to talk about? I have to end and go eat. I'm reaching level 2 of Hanger. If I reach level 3, you won't make it out alive. No one does. But yeah, Journey June's coming up. If anybody's interested in supporting me, I have a pretty baller Patreon. I'm proud of it. It's really fun. I'm excited to do it every month, and people seem to enjoy it, so I know that wasn't humble in the least, but really, I think it's fun. I think it's neat. I think it's original. Give it a look-see. Ugh. No. I even have this little cutie here that I was gonna eat, but it's like, at this point, I need more. I would have squished this if I had a better area. I would have been like, ah! I just squished it. I used to do like 5 to 7 hour streams because it would start, I think at like 6 or something, and then we'd go pretty late, and it's just not worth it now, you know? Like, I have so much other stuff I've got to be doing that I can't really, you know? More vitamins. I'll just squeeze it into my mouth on stream. Just be like, vitamin C! Okay, so this is my little tree hopper. I love tree hoppers. I think they are adorable. But yeah, here. Okay, a couple more things, and then we'll be done. I thought I heard a bug. Yeah, you know when you hear like bug legs scratching around? That's what I just heard. Hopefully it's not in my brain. I read a story once about a woman who always heard scratching, and there's never anything around, and then she went to the doctor and she had like bugs in her brain, and that was the scratching sound, and it was like, girl, giving me nightmares for years here. Didn't need that. Dude, I seriously heard it though. Or no, it's my necklace. Never mind. Brain bugs. Brain bugs! No! Great time to tune back in. Brain bugs. You've got them. You'll hear them first. Ugh. Ugh. Spiders in ears. No. No. Ooh. Good Lord. Well, regardless, Serenity, your idea was really cute. I had fun drawing a gem bug. I like it. It still needs a couple things though, but I think I'm good with it for now. Cockroaches, can they even fit in ears? I don't know, man. Cockroaches, they got big asses. I don't know if they can get in ears. Dangerous. Thank you for following me. Oh yeah, it's been done. What? Ah! No. Okay. Here's what we did today. We did these two. This little snail fam getting their literacy on. And then we got this little tree hopper gem bug. I dig them. I dig them both. So these are going to probably be up for sale in my store, cloverkin.com. What else? Oh yeah, Agumi. There. This is Agumi. He's this month's guardian for my Curious Collector tier. So for my Curious Collectors, you get a lore scroll. You get a guardian's gift, which is basically like a horoscope or a fortune based on the guardian that month. You get stickers too. I've made stickers of Agumi. So these all come with the Curious Collector tier on my Patreon. So if you're somebody who likes, let's say, microfiction, which is a little bit of fiction every month, and you like, it's basically if Studio Ghibli and Pokemon had a baby, and then they also had Zoo Books as their godfather, or mother, whatever Zoo Books identifies as. That would be my Curious Collector tier. But this is Agumi. So you have till the end of the month to sign up for him. He's fine. And then these are typically for my Devoted Dandelion tier. So I do ATCs once a month based on your interests. So you join it, and then you tell me all the things you like or are into, or your favorite things, least favorite things. I had somebody tell me their phobias, so I don't touch those. That's a good thing. You gotta tell me that. And then every month you get a trading card, original art, for a reasonable price. I also have a $1 tier, which is just like, hi, I love you here. And then I have a $3 tier, which you get tutorials and process pics and questions and walkthroughs, time lapses, whatever, on my Discord. Woo! My Discord is free for anybody to use, but I've got 2 channels in there that are for patrons and then a higher tier patron. So, just letting you know. Just marketing stuff I gotta tell you. So I stream every Saturday at 7 p.m. Central, for sure. And then if I stream any other time during the week, it's because I thought you'd like to watch it. But I probably won't be dressed up. I'll probably be my little animated me, which is right here. Below me. This one. That's me. That's me, but that's different. Different me. So that's the me that's here when I'm not this. Aha. Whatever. Fills me with rage. I want to smash all the cute things in the world. Thanks, y'all. And then there's my start screen. I'm technically an animator, but whatever. Who's actually an animator anyway nowadays? Whatever. And there's my little cam footage. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Because like I said, hangry, level 2. It's gonna get nuts. Half an hour more. You're welcome. Thank you guys for being here. If you have any questions, let me know. Remember, Journey June's coming up. I'll give you my socials real quick. Socials, those are mine. Here comes Journey June. If you want to be a storyteller, eventually, someday, now even, check that out. Otherwise, everywhere online, I'm Cloverkin. And I'll see you later. Thank you for joining. Okay? Bye-bye.